Hello everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night OWCP Chats with Chris and Gini, minus Chris tonight. Unfortunately, he's not going to be on today. He's actually in Texas, and he is doing his final moving out of Texas and his place to be permanently in Florida. And so I just wanted to come on here and make sure that you guys don't think that we forgot about you or any of that. So we're not going to really be doing a lot of answering questions tonight. I'm just going to have a few things that I wanted to discuss and make sure that you guys are all on the same page with us. And if you have questions, I'll be able to answer them after the fact. And let me just get here. And don't forget to share and like our page. And let me just get on here. There we go. There. So, again, those of you that are just hopping on, it's just going to be me tonight. Chris is in Texas, and he is packing for the moving truck to come here in Florida. So I will be joining him tomorrow night and going from there. Good evening, Joyce. So with that said, my computer doesn't seem to want to focus with me tonight, so I could read your questions. Give me 1 minute. Technical difficulties. Normally I'm holding my phone and this is streaming on Chris's phone. But anyways, so tonight we're going to talk about why it's important that you guys are following us on social media. And as you guys know, the reason we tell you guys to follow us on social media is because we do a lot of educating. We tell you what's going on, where we're going to be, upcoming events that we're going to be at, and so forth. And I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Here goes my comments. And okay, so I need you guys to go ahead and share this video, and also don't forget to tell your friends and coworkers to like, follow, and hop on. We probably won't get too many views tonight since we're not really educating on anything much, but gonna answer as many questions as I can and go from there. I don't know why my computer is not wanting to cooperate with me today. All right, so a lot of you have asked about our locations. So our locations as federal injury centers, we have a location in Clearwater with Dr. Rashanwala, Dr. Cameraman, and Andrew, and I know you guys know the team out there. In Massachusetts, we have the Woburn office, the Norwood office, and the Quincy office. You guys see Dr. Guido, Dr. J out there, and then there's the Birmingham location where there's Dr. Alexander and Dr. Harper and the team out there. A lot of you also know Jennifer. Jennifer also handles everything in the Birmingham office. So when I tell you guys to call Jennifer, that's the reason why I'm telling you guys to give her a call, because she does all the scheduling, gets your paperwork ready for Dr. Harper and Dr. Alexander. So if there's anything that you guys need prior to coming in, she'll get those things ready for you. Okay, and then here are the locations that we have trained these doctors, which is they're all great, and everyone has been trained by Chris. Their acceptance rate is very, very high. So we have Houston, Texas with Dr. On. We have Tucson, Arizona with Dr. Heaton, Racine, Wisconsin with Dr. Say, Indianapolis, Indiana with Dr. Toll, Hoffman Estates, Chicago area with Illinois with Dr. Patron. I'm also part of his team there. So when you guys call, I could get you your appointment and get you into Dr. Patron's office. West Palm Beach, Florida, Dr. Kemmerman is there, Dr. Osler is there. Rockville, Maryland, Dr. Weinberg, and forgive me, I don't remember the MD's name that's on board at Dr. Weinberg's office. We have Greensboro, North Carolina with Dr. Roosevelt Smith, and I don't know his MD. We have Fort Myers with Dr. DiTomaso and Dr. Kammerman. We have Miami, Florida with Dr. Newman and Dr. Kammerman again. And then we have Vienna, Virginia, and forgive me, I don't know the doctors that are all there. Let's see what's going on here. So, hello. So those are the locations that we currently have, which that puts me into the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about for tonight. You all know and have heard Chris and I talk about franchising. We are franchising. Why are we franchising? Because we understand the need that you guys have. We understand the need of getting your claims denied, having a doctor that doesn't understand, and helping you guys get these claims accepted so you guys could use all your amazing benefits that you guys have as far as being a federal employee goes. So we are looking to franchise anywhere from 4 to, we don't know how many doctors in each state. So that's what we're going to be doing in this year. You know, Chris is planning on having 200 doctors nationwide franchised by federal injury centers that are going to be here to help you. So those of you, if you know a doctor that is interested and is wanting to be a part of the franchise, that has a great background, that also is willing and able to help you with all the paperwork that you guys have, and who's sincere, honest, and just a real go-getter that really wants to help all federal employees, you're welcome to give them my number at 877-787-OWCP. I will receive their call, and I will go ahead and get this over to our partner Joe, and he will be assisting the call with our franchise group. So with that said, the 11 places that I told you that we've trained, we are also going to expand. So again, we're hoping for 200 doctors within the next 5 years, as Chris says, and we're hoping to get that done right away. Our franchising efforts should be ready to go by the end of March, hopefully. It's not an easy process. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of vetting. It's a lot of getting everything approved. So with that said, I told you guys the list of doctors that we have. And if you haven't, you need to go ahead and watch the replay, so then that way you can hear all the locations. And if you need any of these doctors' information and numbers, you can comment down below what city you're looking for. And these are all we've trained, just these 11. There are no more. And the 3 in Massachusetts, the 1 in Birmingham, and the 1 in Clearwater. That's all the locations that we have and that we've trained. With that said, the locations, what we're doing as far as franchising, our app. I know a lot of you have been trying to get on the app, and there's just been a little bit of a hiccup with the app. We had to tweak some things, and please give it another couple weeks. to get it on iPhone, and we're tweaking some things because it was on the Android app and there was just a few little hiccups, like I said, that we had to fix. So I got that taken care of on Monday with our app guy. So he is making all the necessary fixes that he needed to do, and as soon as the app is ready to go live the way we want it, I will come on and I will walk you through how to do it through Android and iPhone. The app is free. You don't need to pay for the app. And as time goes along, we'll be adding more and more things to the app. But it's really beneficial for you guys. We tried to put everything that you guys need as far as your work injuries onto the app, as far as forms go, as far as the rules, the regulations, all the laws, any issues you're having with supervisor, you're going to be able to go onto the app and either go onto Twitter or go onto Facebook to watch us live and get everything that you need. And it's going to be an amazing app. I've been bugging Chris for quite some time that I wanted to get this app going, and finally it's coming along. And be patient. So the app is coming, and you guys are going to love it. I know I see... No, we don't have anything in Denver, Colorado. I'm so sorry about that. But we will be coming. We know that there's a need. A lot of you have been... let's see, Derek is on here. So a lot of you have been asking for all the New England states. Contact Derek. There is all his information and his phone number. Give Derek a call so he can help you out in Massachusetts or any of the New England area, which eventually we will be having franchises out there, and you guys will look forward to having these franchises. And then what else did I want to talk about? Our app. And again, like I said, why it's important for you to follow us on this. Every week, for those of you that know or don't know, every week we come on here, we pick a couple of topics and we discuss it and we educate. We know nationwide, we may not get to come to all the unions' conventions and their state conventions and their state council meetings and everything. There's just, a handful of us, and we can't be in all 50 states. So this is the way we're able to attack all of you, all 2.8 million federal employees at one time. So, I know I've talked to you guys before. I want to have, by the end of the year, about 20,000 followers. We're, a little past 5,000. It's easy. Just tell your friends to log on. And once we get the app, I know we'll get more viewers. And, Chris takes this seriously in training all the federal employees. This means something to him, that you guys get educated with the right answers and get your questions answered in all the right ways, because there are so many of you, and you hear we say this all the time, that get into situations that we don't like to discuss, as far as losing your home, getting your car repo. We've gotten calls where people have been crying, telling us that they're so hurt and so sad about what's going on with their life, because their claims are not accepted, that they're thinking of suicide, and that is something we take to heart. And this goes for nationwide, for all unions, to the presidents, to the stewards, and whoever. When we get these calls, it really touches us. And I know a lot of you have seen Chris. He shed some tears. We sit here and we don't know how to take these things when somebody's telling you they can't put food on the table for their kids. Their car just got repossessed. their home is going into foreclosure, or they're thinking suicidal thoughts because so much is piled on them, because the supervisors are angry at them and trying to harass them and threaten them, and the doctors don't know how to do the paperwork. So understand, we don't take this very lightly. We take it very serious, and it's something that we shed a lot of tears, and we put a lot of time and effort in our phone calls. In 1 week, between myself and Derek and Jennifer, I'm sure we must get, well, I know for myself, over 100 calls. So I have a log. In a month, I'll get a little over 600 calls a month from federal employees. And this is federal employees from every state, even in Puerto Rico, and all unions, and they don't know what to do, and they're in dire need. And when you don't get paid, you can't do anything. So when we're here educating you and telling you what to do and how to do it and the rules to follow, we're not telling you just because. We're telling you because we truly care about you. You know, Chris has put so much time and effort and energy and knowledge into knowing everything about DOL and OWCP. I don't think he's been stumped once with all the questions when you guys have, you know, the questions when we do Q&A. He doesn't get stumped, and I admire that about him. And he definitely soaks OWCP in like a sponge. He just retains it so well, and him doing it 20 plus years is something to, you know, give him credit for. And so with that said, thank you for all those sweet comments. We try to do a good job. We try to make sure that you guys get taken care of. There's one of me, there's one of Jennifer, one of Derek, one of Tom, you know, one of each of the doctors, and there's 2.8 million of you guys. So please be patient. I know a lot of you guys send emails, you send text messages, Facebook messages, and we answer them as we can. Understand, we get hundreds of messages between phone, mail, text, and Facebook. It's hundreds. So we try to do as much as we can for you guys. And those of you that missed the beginning, yes, tonight is just me. Chris is in Texas. He got all his stuff packed up, ready to permanently move to Florida, although he is a Florida resident now. I will be joining him tomorrow night until Sunday, and so he had to get all of that taken care of. So we're getting all his stuff shipped here to Florida, and so that's why he had to go take care of all of that, and he's not here tonight. And when we ever try to do Facebook, the business page doesn't allow me to invite a guest. I don't know why, and so I can't. I'm just doing it by myself tonight. So with that said, at the beginning, I'm in New York, and DOL want me to go to one of their doctors for treatment and evaluation. Workers' comp. I'm reading these. I had rotator cuff surgery after surgery. Okay. We tried to tell you not to go down the disability retirement route, because it's not really going to be beneficial for you. I know a lot of you want to get to retirement. So if that's possible, try to get to retirement. Just call us first so we can help you and get to the right doctor, and so we can help you take care of this before you have to go down that route. But Prakash, if you could message me and let me take a look at all your paperwork, or email me at Gini, Gini, at federalinjurycenters.com. Let me take a look at it. I'll give it to Chris as well to review, or Jennifer. We have Jennifer at federalinjurycenters.com and Derek at federalinjurycenters.com. So any one of us, email it to us and we could help you. I'm in New York, and DOL wants me to go to one of their doctors for treatment and evaluation. Miss Huggins, if you can message me and let me see why they're telling you that, and let's talk about this. So, and go from there. So at the beginning, and like I said, I just came on here tonight just to discuss locations, why we're franchising, why you guys should follow us on this Wednesday night OWCP chats, and why it's so beneficial for you guys. Again, it's all about education. The more knowledge you guys know, the better you guys are, that you can help yourselves and help other employees that are injured and avoid the harassments, the threats, and all of that. I'll go ahead and repeat the locations that we have trained. If I don't say a location or a state, we do not have a doctor there. We are coming with our franchise soon, so stay tuned. I know it's not easy, and the only thing outside of this list is go to ACS, DOL-OWCP ACS, and you have to click accept, click FICA, and then go to provider search on the left hand side. Type in your city and state and type in physician MD. That's how you can find a doctor in your city and state. When you do find one, make sure you speak to the billing manager and ask them if they accept federal work comp. The girls at the front desk don't know. Please speak to the billing manager so she can verify that before you show up and you waste your time. So here are the locations that Chris has trained doctors. They're great doctors. What does it work? Oh, Prakash. It's Gini, Gini, at federalinjurycenters.com. So the doctors that we've trained is Houston, Texas, Tucson, Arizona, Racine, Wisconsin, Indianapolis, Indiana, Hoffman Estates / Chicago, Illinois, West Palm Beach, Florida, Rockville, Maryland, Greensboro, North Carolina, Fort Myers, Florida, Miami, Florida, and Vienna, Virginia. And then Valerie, there's the Federal Injury Centers of Clearwater is one of our locations. Dr. DiTomaso is in Fort Myers with Dr. Kammerman. There's one in West Palm Beach and one in Miami. Those are all the locations. Ocala is coming soon. Not Ocala. Well, Ocala, Lake City. There's going to be a location in Lake City. So for the people that are in Ocala, Lake City, Jacksonville, the Lake City location is coming soon with Andrew and Dr. Rashamwala by summer. So that's coming soon. So we want you guys to know that. And the franchising, like we said, we're going to franchise in all 50 states. We're hoping to put 4+ more doctors in each state. Chris is hoping to get 200+ doctors within the next 5 years for franchising. And this is all just for you guys. Just so you guys have a trained doctor who cares about you guys and is going to know the right things to do for the paperwork. There's extensive training on the doctor's part, so it's just not, let me read this, or Chris is coming in here to talk about OWCP. It's extensive training. They have to know all the rules and all your paperwork, just like Chris does. So, and the app is coming, and well, that's it. That I wanted to share, and I just wanted to make sure that we came on here so you guys didn't think that we're not coming on here just because Chris is gone. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about the locations, the franchising, and our app, and give you an update on all of that. And let me take a look at some of these messages here. What's going on? I normally file for my compensation for doctor's appointments once a year because I go once a month. They sent me a letter stating I can only claim for compensation every pay period. I've done it that way for years. Has something changed? Donna, we know you should submit your CA7s along with your CA7s. Attach a CA17, attach a CA20, attach a printout of your appointment with a doctor's signature and a paragraph, excuse me, a paragraph stating why the doctor took you off work. And attach that to the CA7 and turn it in every pay period. So if your pay period is every 2 weeks, turn that in. So make sure that gets turned in. Now, as far as I know, I don't know that you can do it once a month, but for you to have it accepted and get your pay, we know that it's every pay period. And then give it a little bit, because I'm sure it's going to take a little bit for them to start paying. That's what I know. So they're trying to get out of paying me for the hours. They denied my compensation forms because management signed and dated them on the 19th and faxed it on the 20th. Okay, so when you file your CA1 or CA2, the supervisors have 10 days to turn it in to HR or DOL or OWCP. So that's why it is important for you guys to get the receipt of notice on the third page of the CA1 and the CA2. So make sure you guys always get that. And we always tell you, sit there with them while you're filling out your CA1 or CA2. Don't fill it out and then drop it off to them. You don't know if they're going to change answers or anything like that. So we make sure we tell you guys to please sit there, have a CA10 with you, and go down the CA10, the 5 things you do when you get injured. And then that way you're protected and you know what's happening. Don't ever give them the form and just tell them, submit it. Please sit there with them. All 5 things that happen on the CA10 is all the 5 things you need to do while sitting there. And don't forget, when you file your CA1, get a CA16. I'm flying to Chicago from Colorado to see my orthopedic. Should they pay for my travel? So Tony, what you need to do is contact your claims examiner, let them know that you are doing this, and see if they'll pay for your compensation, because sometimes DOL will pay for your travel and any of your expenses and hotel and things like that. So contact your claims examiner, and I know that's a pain in the butt, but contact your claims examiner and see if they will go ahead and pay for that, because you do need authorization to get those things paid for. I've been on OWCP for 10 years, going on to the doctor almost every month, so I've always done it that way. So Donna, it may have changed. Some, DOL changes things every now and then. So if I were you, I would just do the every 2 week if you're not getting paid, and make sure that you attach those 4 things that I told you to make sure your compensation does not get denied. I have a coworker using private insurance for several surgeries. Can he go back? Length of time. Okay, Valerie has 3 years to file for his injury from the date of injury. So if he's within the time limit, he can go ahead and he could go ahead and file his CA1 or CA2 from the date of injury. And once his claim gets accepted, all his surgeries that he has, the insurance and DOL will battle that out and get his money back. And we know people that have gotten their money back, thousands of dollars that have gotten their money back by doing that, because they filed within the timely filing, and got their money back. So don't wait too long. Have him not wait too long to file for his compensation. I've tried to use the eComp site. It's very confusing. So we've been hearing this a lot. I'm actually thinking of having Chris do like a PowerPoint with you guys and doing a few things like this. So stay tuned so we could see if we could go ahead and do some sort of PowerPoint so you guys could follow along and write it. We're going to be doing some PowerPoints right here, and that way you guys could see for yourself and follow along on how to e-comp your benefits. Excuse me, your paperwork. So, we had another concern again with people asking us with the letter that we received last week as to why they did what they did. Unfortunately, we can't answer why they did what they did and why we received the letter that we received. And so a lot of the concerns were, how do we get paid? And we hear this all the time. So I'm going to answer this question. We don't do kickbacks. We don't do any of that. So I want you guys to know, ever do we take money from any of the doctors. So I'm going to read you something, and I want you guys to understand that we have nothing to hide. And if this is a concern for the national, any of the national union or any of the local presidents, we have ownership interests in a handful of clinics, like the ones that I told you about, the 3 in Massachusetts, the 1 in Clearwater, and the 1 in Birmingham. We're allowed to do that. We are allowed to have ownership. In addition to that, we are also consultants to the doctors. And so, as everyone knows, as consultants do, to doctors, that many doctors hire consultants all the time. We get paid for that. With that said, when we get paid that way, we're able to go to the conventions, come to the union meetings, and not have to ask anybody for anything to pay us. We never ask for the unions to pay us. Our flight, our hotel, our car, that comes out of our own pockets from the money we do from consulting and having the ownership. We don't receive any income from any referrals. So when you call me, there's no income for any of the doctors that we trained. There's no referral fee that we get, and we don't take any money from training you. And those of you that we have came to your conventions in all the unions that we've came to, with APW, the mail handler, the letter carriers, NALC, AFG, all of you know, we've never said, and this is what our cost is going to be. So we don't take any money training you. And, our franchises are coming, and they're going to be independent doctors that we are going to train them to be OWCP specialists. So understand that. Nationwide, there are no kickbacks, there are no referral fees, but that's it. That's how we get paid, with the for us being paid consultants and having ownership interests in the 5 clinics that we have. That's it. So rest assured, we don't do anything wrong. If that was the case, you wouldn't be seeing us anymore. So that was the last thing I wanted to discuss, because it gets to me when we continuously hear people say these things over and over, this is what you guys are doing. It's not right. You guys are probably getting referral fees and this and that, and we don't. I mean, Chris is the more calm, talks about it, and then when I see these things, I'm ready to just to fight, and that's not what I want to do, because he'll kill me if I do that. So with that said, that's how we get paid. And if you think we get paid lavishly, trust me, that's not we don't get paid lavishly. We don't live in this mansion, and we don't drive fancy cars. So I wanted to put that out there. We're very humble, honest, sincere people, and this goes for all the doctors we trained, all the doctors in the clinics that we are partnered with. Everyone's doing this to help you guys. You know, a lot of people in today's world will cheat people or say they're just doing this for the money, or how could they just not do this and not get paid? But you know what? There are a handful of people in the world that genuinely care about you and the help that you need, and truly, truly, humbly, I mean this, care about what happens to you. And with us doing this franchise, I mean, what's it going to benefit for us that we put 200 doctors when you guys need the help and we hear everything that you guys are saying? So that's how we get paid. This is what we do. It's an honest business, and yeah. So with that said, I wanted to thank you all that joined us tonight. Thank you for watching tonight. Next week, we are going to talk about, I'm going to try to get Attorney Eric Blowers on somehow. I'm going to figure this out. If not, we're going to discuss it. Impairment Rating Schedule Award, FCEs, and those are the two major things. Oh, and personal injury federal accidents. So Impairment Schedule Award, FCEs, and when you get hit in your federal vehicle. So tell your friends, those of you that don't understand what a schedule award is, don't understand what impairment rating is, FCEs, and what to do when you get into an accident. Don't call the local attorneys. And I have nothing against them. I have a lot of friends that are attorneys that do amazing things for personal injury. However, they're not federal personal injury attorney, and that's why we always tell you call Eric Blowers, and if he can't help you, he will refer you to another federal attorney. So tell everybody next week that's what we're talking about. Again, schedule award impairment ratings, FCEs, federal personal injury. So with that said, if you missed the beginning, Chris isn't here because he's getting ready to move his belongings all here to Florida. I will be joining him tomorrow night in Texas. And we just want, well, me, not we, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what we're doing as far as social media goes, why it's important for you guys to watch us so you can get educated and learn more and more every week and take note and be a great advocate for yourself, because there's no one better as an advocate than yourself. I listed the locations of doctors that Chris has trained and the clinics that we have, the Federal Injury Centers clinics. We talked about the app. The app is getting tweaked with a little bit of the things that I needed to fix, and I wanted some changes to it, so that's coming. And to let you know how we get paid. And I know a lot of you continuously ask us that question. So with that said, my number is 877-787-OWCP. My email is Gini, Gini, at federalinjurycenters.com. And you can contact Jennifer at federalinjurycenters.com, and you can contact Derek at federalinjurycenters.com or Chris at federalinjurycenters.com. And again, next week, tell your friends, schedule award impairment rating, FCEs, and personal federal accidents, what it's all about, what the definition of all that is, and what you do when that time comes up. Oh, and MMI. That's what I was looking for. So, FCEs, schedule award impairment rating, MMI, and personal injury. federal accidents. So with that said, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Make sure you guys join us at Twitter at fedinjurycenter.com. No, at Fed Injury Center. Follow Chris. Get all the laws, rules, and regulations on there. It's very knowledgeable. And don't forget to follow and like. Can you guys help me out and invite your friends so we're at 20,000 by the end of the year? Follow and like to get live notifications when we go live each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if anybody has any questions, please comment down below and I will go ahead and answer them after. And thank you. It was just really more of a social media type of thing to discuss. And we look forward to gaining more relationships and getting more followers so you guys could get educated on OWCP. Anyways, we will see you guys next Wednesday. Don't forget to tell your friends all the topics that we're going to talk about. And don't forget to #replay and hear all the locations that we've trained doctors in and where you can find federal injury centers. And again, we will be coming soon with federal injury centers nationwide to your city. Oh, and we are going to be doing the in-state OWCP road trip soon. We're going to be doing Fort Myers and Spring Hill and probably make our way up to Jacksonville or Ocala. So stay tuned for that. We will be inviting all federal employees to come out and have a meet and greet with us and answer any of your OWCP questions. So with that said, everybody, bye, have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Bye.